Hey guys, Dr. Angel here, and today I want to talk about eating, sleeping, and pooping. I know this can kind of sound a little strange coming from a chiropractor, but we talk about this with our patients all of the time. These three things are just the basis for development, the base milestones. When we talk about milestones kiddos should hit, easy eating, sleeping, and pooping are the base milestones that every single baby should hit. So when we run into challenges, whether it's nursing difficulties, sleeping challenges, pooping challenges in a newborn, or we get into some behavioral challenges, colic, ear infections with babies, or when we get to school age and we're struggling with, meltdowns, sensory, some of that type of stuff, it's hard to know where to start with your kid. But the truth is, when we look back at these kiddos, eat, sleep, poop is a problem for so many of these kids when they're babies. So when we look at this, they are the building blocks, the base development for our kiddos. And so when we look at this, I have a great example I'll tell you about Mr. Wyatt. So Mr. Wyatt came to us. He was just a couple weeks old, and he was struggling with constipation, reflux, colic, poor sleep, just an uncomfortable child. He just wasn't happy in his own skin. So mom came in, she knew something wasn't right. She wanted the best for Mr. Wyatt, committed to her care plan, stuck to it. She did such an amazing job. They traveled a pretty good distance to come in too, and they were 100% committed to that care plan, and they saw changes right away. Sleep and poop were the two things that they saw changes in faster. He was sleeping better, longer stretches, and more comfortable when he's sleeping. And we'll talk about this body comfort for babies. And just pooping more and pooping easier. Pooping should be so easy for babies, you guys. And then as they continued care with us, we saw changes in that reflux and huge changes with colic. I mean, just from meeting Mr. Wyatt at the beginning to the end of his care plan, he was so much happier because he felt good, and he was just, I know now as he goes into other therapies trying to catch up with all milestones that he's set up for success because he's got that base foundation of that eat, sleep, poop now under control. That autonomic nervous system is working the way that it is absolutely supposed to. So it's really hard with our kids. A lot of times they're not just struggling with one thing. They're struggling with digestive issues. They're struggling with immune issues. They're struggling with sleep issues. And this is really wearing for kids. They get really worn down. Their systems get tired. They get tired. They get emotional. This is hard for kids to go through. The good news in this, one thing can help with all of this, just with Mr. Wyatt. Chiropractic adjustments make a huge difference in helping to calm, coordinate, and organize that autonomic nervous system and their response to stresses in their world. So you guys, let's talk about eat a little bit first. When we're talking about babies, things that we're going to look at is we're going to look at that head control. Are they able to control their head to turn to latch? Can they turn to latch comfortably? Now this is really important because a lot of times babies have trouble turning to one side. You'll say, oh yeah, my baby prefers to nurse on one side or the other. This is a head turning problem. They can't comfortably turn their head. Whether that's nursing or taking a bottle, and the lips and the tongue and everything, the cheeks, everything needs to work together to get that milk in and down, right? And keep that nice full belly and keep the food in after they get it in, right? I'm so sorry, I'm coughing, you guys. Next is going to be sleep. They should be calm, relaxed, peaceful when they're sleeping. If you have a baby who's struggling and they're stiff, they're arching, they're tensioned, you see this and you know that's not a calm, peaceful sleep. This is that autonomic nervous system struggling, guys. It's showing us that tension, and this a lot of time is a sign of stress from delivery. And then when we look at poop, babies should poop. They should poop a lot, and they should poop easily. They should not struggle with the poop. You shouldn't even know that they're pooping. They should just easily be able to let things go, guys. And so when you have a baby who's struggling with poop, you'll see that distended belly, you'll see them pushing, you see that red face, and you just feel so terrible. But you know that they're trying to get that poop out. Guys, it should be easy. That autonomic nervous system should just run on autopilot. It should just get the food in, keep it down, digest it, send it out. This shouldn't be a struggle to get this down. So guys, if you have sorry, I'm coughing. If you have questions about this, please comment below, send us a message. We would love to answer your questions. Send this to your friends and family who you know need to hear this, and click on the link either in our profile link if you're on Facebook or on Instagram, or just right here in the caption on Facebook, and check out the article that's attached to this. You've got even more science behind what I'm talking about and more steps for help for you and your kiddo.